Welcome ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nesha and this is KSP 1.2. So we have the usual suspect for this journey. We have Valentina and Bill and Charlene, our usual suspect as I said. So what we are gonna do today, we built this, the prior episode we built this Duna-Lander ship. So this ship will take us all the way to Duna, land on it and go all the way back to Kerbin. That is our plan at least. So what we are gonna do here, the first stage we're gonna do here, we're gonna launch to orbit around 150,000 meters. So I don't get into that. Remember the flyby episode? I launched at a lower altitude around Kerbin, and that made it so I couldn't maneuver. So 150,000 meters should give us enough room to maneuver, so we don't repeat that mistake. So yeah, so this will be properly done over a couple of episodes here. The reason why I'm not launching while I'm talking here, we are at a very critical stage because this ship is gigantic. It's 197 parts and we have 11 FPS. So yeah, this will be slow going. I will speed this up for you guys and we'll meet each other at 150,000 meters orbit. A lot of numbers and hard to pronounce things for me today. So, let's launch. Just to show you how slow this goes, look at the number, that is seconds, that's the game time, so it's almost 4 seconds per second here, so this will take a lot of time. Okay, my highest point has reached, it has reached 150,000, so now all I have to do is make the last adjustment here. Okay, cool. So there we have an orbit. Let's check. A very good orbit. So yeah, that is awesome. So what I'm gonna do now, I will show you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm gonna do now, as you can see here, I'm using this page again, ksp.olex.biz here. You can copy that one if you need to. So what we need to do is to place Kerbin behind Duna, 45 degrees behind Duna. So let's first dump this big part so we can maneuver more easy. We only have 128 delta V left in that, so let's just get rid of it. So there we go, and we will check that our engines are at 0 before we stage here so we don't go off course. Okay, they are staged, cool. So to learn to make the game to use a perfect estimated burn, we need to fire our engines fast. So there we go. Cool, so what we need to go is go to the tracking station. Oh guys, if you know, you see the speed up version of it all, but I can tell you guys, it took me like 10 minutes to launch that orbit in real time, because my computer is not that powerful. So let's focus on so stuff are not moving so much. So what we need to do here is to remove this stuff so we don't get distracted. So yeah, I double clicked on the sun because it moves a lot less. So we need to get Kerbin behind 45 degrees, behind Duna, so we can easily get it. Otherwise you have to maybe spend a couple of years just trying to catch up to it. So it's better to spend some years in the tracking station. So yeah, which will take some time, but as Kerbin is inside the inner circle here, or inner orbit here, it will move faster than Duna. And as you can see, that the rest of the planets are there too. We have a planet here, that is one of my, I really want to look at that orbit. Okay, so we are still not behind, we're starting to get ahead, so I think we'll need to fast forward almost a year, so I will speed this up for you guys. Okay, so we are 180 degrees behind Duna now, so we are almost there. I think we have it here. It's hard to get it perfectly, as I can draw lines here, but so I have to draw my own imaginary lines here. So there is 180 degrees, so I think there, maybe we should be a bit closer. Let's see if I can line everything up again. No, I think it's alright. Yeah, go for that. I almost forgot a very critical part here. Let's see, yeah, so we don't go out of electric charge here, so extend our solar panels, that is critical here, so let's see. Okay, cool, so now we have done that, we need to plot a course all the way to Duna. So, what was I thinking? Yeah, I'm not sure what I was thinking. So, add a maneuver, cool, and we remember you needed to go around 900 to go to Minimus, so we need a bit more or less. Let's see where we stand with this prograde change. So let's set Duna as targets, of course, so it makes stuff easier. We have a perfect inclination to do Duna, that's why I launch at 90 degrees. Because it's at 90 degrees actually, it is a lot trickier when it's not so. Let's see, so we need to extend our orbit to touch that one. So if I go prograde, it will happen. Yeah, look at that. That was even better than my flyby. I hit it more or less directly there with the prograde. So let's see here if we can make that number better, but that was a really good start in my opinion. So let's see. Let's just point our ship at the prograde. So even when our ship has a reaction wheel here, it really has to struggle to turn, but without that reaction wheel, that will take like forever, as our transfer ship and our lander combined weighs almost 100 tons. So that's why I added those reaction wheels. Okay, so let's give a burst here so we can get the estimated burn. 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 7 seconds, yep. Cool, so let's see if we can make this number, if we can even get a counter. I'm pretty sure I counter, I always mix those things up. I think actually we could theoretically spend less delta V if we do it like this. Let's try. It was so easy to dial in, so... Okay, let's go plus radial. Okay, that didn't change, so let's go back to our encounter here. You make that better. Okay, there we have it. So let's go find dial here and then click on this so we get the numbers. So we are... So if I move our point of maneuver, we will miss it. So yeah, okay, that was a little bit luck based because I see I miss it here, so... We're getting closer, but just going prograde here, so I will continue clicking prograde, and there we have a encounter, so that is awesome, so let's focus. Yeah, I was lucky. It's really hard to guess when I spent time inside the tracking station and speed up time. I think I got a very good time to encounter it, and then I just dial it in. If you watch my flyby episode, it wasn't that simple in that episode, so cool. So let's see if we can dial that in a bit more. So about here. So if I go normal, okay, let's click on numbers so we see what happens. Okay, so if I go normal here, I can shrink that number to... And I think we are fine with that, and then we can fine tune. I think that is better. Let's just go prograde. We will go prograde because that is simple, and then we will fine tune it after we have done most of the transfer. So that will make things easier. So we have 32 minutes until our maneuver node. And we're just gonna get back to the ship. I was very lucky with that. I can't claim it was my skill that made it. It was actually just luck. So let's warp all the way here around Kerbin here. So let's walk there a little bit earlier than 2 minutes and 2 seconds, or 2.5. We don't have a half second, but... Okay, cool, so let's execute our maneuver in 20 seconds. Now it's time, let's get ready, and then we'll go! So let's wait. First of all, we need to expand our curve until we get to escape, and then... So yeah, so we need to spend about 900 delta V just firing in that direction, and as soon as we can break too much speed, we will be escaping. Yeah, it's starting to understand this, actually. Especially, yeah, I must be episode 13 something. As you can see, it starts growing faster here, and you can more or less count on the same kind of what we need to spend to go to the moon and then to the mini-boost. So yeah, we need to spend about 1,000 to escape. So our brown orbit here is our real-time predicted orbit, and the purple one there is the one that makes that is that is our maneuver. Why did it take so long time to find the words for that? Okay, so we're soon touching here. We don't want to overshoot. So let's delete this one because we know what's going to happen. I think I overshoot it. Yes, I did. So I could go a little bit retrograde, and I think I was gonna do that. So let's turn our ship around to retrograde. It's not exactly this encounter here, but it will... I overshooted it, so yeah, but it was almost fully prograde, so going retrograde should do the opposite of that. So we're shrinking our curve here, slowly here. Okay, we're cool. We have an encounter there. So let's focus on Duna. Why can't I focus on Duna? Okay, so I'm focusing on Duna here. So let's go. So I'm just going retrograde very slowly here. I just... Okay, that was too much. So let's go prograde. Okay, I will lock it here and then we will dial it in more fine-tune it after we have escaped the Kerbin system. I think that is the best course of action for this. So yeah, let's go. I wonder if I have done an EVA report here. I don't think so. So let's send Valentina out. Okay, cool. So let's board her again before she falls off. That will be a nightmare in this scenario, because we don't want to go save her. Okay, so now we have escaped. We have escaped Kerbin, yeah. Set as target. I don't know why I lost everything here. So what we want to do now is to add a maneuver node around here, and the green line is our thing. So let's add a maneuver there and focus you on Duna. Oh, so we can dial our course in here, because it will cost almost nothing to do it here. So let's see here what happens. We need small numbers, so 0.1 seems to be the number we want. Okay, so our purple line is our... I think it is radial we need here. We need to get closer. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're getting there. So that is 6 million meters away. So let's continue here with more... a small adjustment of missed. It looks very good there, but I think I want to get closer, but I don't think we can. So this will be more or less think I'm just gonna go radial here, so let's find the best radial we can get. Let's make this correction. So let's go back to our ship, and we want to nerf our engines down to around 10, so we can do small corrections. Would really love a global thrust limiter, because I triple checked that our engine is tuned at the same thrust limit. So let's our ship into the target here. And we will burst once, so we get to estimate the burn. "25 seconds. Cool. So let's get back to our ship. So much time are spent just time warping in this game. So let's focus on you while we execute our maneuver, so we see everything looks like it should, so we don't get any mistakes. So all we have to do now, I'm paranoid here that I will time warp over it because it's so tiny margins here. So let's speed this up until I need to do my maneuver. So our estimated burn is 25 seconds, so we need to start burning and when the node is T-minus 12.5. So just after we see the number 13. See our current adjustments here live. I went a bit closer. Okay, so let's delete that. So now we are at the same inclination. So let's see, I'm just curious. Let's see. Okay, cool. So I made a new maneuver here, and let's see now if I have dialed in this correctly. All we'll need is a tiny bit prograde. Tinier. So I'm going a bit radial here. We got an encounter with Ike. Let's see. We're getting close here. Yeah, I'm going super small adjustments here. The reason why I'm doing this is I want to see what happens. Yeah, because I can do this with very small adjustments here, so that's why I like it. So that's a very good approach. So I will do that fine maneuver too, but yeah, I want a 90-degree The reason when I want the 90 degree is, yeah, I like to be there. It's easier for everything here. So let's tell Valentina to get inside the pointer shape to the maneuver node. And I will do the exercise to get close to our maneuver node. The reason why I like to do these small ones, because it's so easy to correct here, and I like to do it in stages, because then I can do it real time, adjust for it. So yeah, it's time for time warping again. So yeah, you can probably do it all in the same maneuver, but I like to dial it in stages, because then I can easier control and adjust if something goes wrong. Cool, so we are now focused on Duna here. I'm waiting for executing our maneuver that we need to execute at 3.5 seconds. And then we will get closer here. We can see the brown line is our current predicted route, and this is our maneuver node, the purple one. So yeah, we will see what happens here. So let's get ready to burn. And we can see our burn in real time here. So I will slow down. I will slow down very much here, so we get a very good encounter. That will be a very easy landing for us also to be around the equator. So let's see here, we need to be... I like that one. So the atmosphere around Duna-Red is around 50,000 meters, so we are above the atmosphere, and that is what we kind of want to do. So all we have to do now is travel right here. Here we can see our lander travel here. Duna is coming here, so it's a race here, but we have a more narrow or shorter orbit and smaller orbit, so we will catch up to Duna here. As we can see, we have, it changes a bit sometimes like that, but 88,000 is more than good enough for me. So it's just you spend a lot of time. After all, you can see the real time here. We have been on this mission for 1 year and 425 days, 2 years and 5 days. You see, it spends a lot of time, so if we haven't set it up. One of the reasons I time warp to, I've encountered that you sometimes drift around a bit, but if you time warp, you can unlock the numbers. They are not moving, but you will probably see when we are done time warping that now I'm starting to get worded again. And this happens, this bug, when I get close to Duna here. Okay, let's stop time here. I don't want any accidents to happen. So we are more or less sharing in the curve there. So let's see. Let's go here first. I don't know why the text does it like that. It's really weird. I wish I knew. So where it is brown, that means that we are in the sphere of influence of Duna. So that is where we want to go. Okay, cool. So we now are in the sphere of influence of Duna. Okay, so one of the first things I want to do here, well, to check that we are not time warping, and then I want to go to our ship, send Valentina out. Hello, Valentina, you're so happy. Yeah, okay, cool, but so... Let's get inside again. Oh, I don't have that available. I think that is... the maneuver is not available to us because we don't have any satellites, and I haven't any satellites. Will be? I don't think this will be enough use for us to reach Kerbin to get that back. But yeah, I've executed the whole game without having Valentina pointing to maneuver for us, so I'm not that worried about it. So let's see here, there it is. I think it's time to save before something goes wrong. Okay, so I have saved now. What I really want to do now is to create an orbit, and then I think that is good enough for one episode. Oh, we don't want RSS. Okay, we are... Okay, it's just very hard to point at. So let's get into the system first. And what I want to do now is to create an orbit around Duna, because then we can pick our landing site a little bit better. Yeah, there we are. So... Let's create a maneuver node here. It's really hard to see what I'm doing here, so I want that node to be around perhaps this. Oh, now I pulled in things. Okay, cool. Yes. Oh no. Oh yeah, I had to go to the Draken station and back. Okay, so what I really wanted, I want that to be somewhere there. Okay, 0, 0, and then we will go prograde until we get to orbit. Okay, cool. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's go 100. It's cool. So now we just have to shrink that number. Okay, that is good enough for me. What we want to do now, after we have made a good orbit here, of course we want to go back to our ship, get our engines back at full power. Just triples checking. So yeah, that was that. So now all we have to do, maneuver. This point. Oh, we can use the maneuver, yeah. We didn't, of course we didn't have a maneuver now when we were not using a maneuver node. Of course it was, that's why it was not working. So, let's do a small burst. So we get an estimated burn. 1 minute, 1 second, so for 30 seconds. So let's warp here so it doesn't go crazy. I will execute my maneuver from here. Okay, 30 seconds. Awesome, it looks good so far. Okay, I was just going to find just our core, or should I? That's on 180, so let's go. We'll go add a maneuver here. I'm just gonna do this because I really want a good view out, so I don't land in a bad spot here. Will not probably land in this episode because I'm recording for 1 minute and 8 seconds. You would have probably not seen a lot of this because it spends so much time just waiting for time warping. So, let's see here. Let's execute. There we go. Starting to get better at this game, finally. So let's check out Duna here. I think the atmosphere is blocking our view of it a little bit. Maybe it's all red. I think it can be like that actually. So there is probably not a lot to see from here actually. So this is probably. Then we have the. If we look at the map mode, we have some polar caps here. So I think we will end the episode here, and in the next episode, I was trying to make my KSP videos shorter, so in the next episode we will try to land here. So I would probably just orbit around, gather all the science I can get around here. I already have collected 10 science already, so we can... Let's check what we got here. Yeah, because I did the last flyby mission, I didn't gather any science at all, almost. So, yeah. So we got some sun science, yeah. We got some Duna things there. So if I send out... Okay, let's just press keep all of this so we don't... Okay, so if I send you out on EVA, we got something? Yes, we got something. Review our samples again. Your EVA report from space just above Duna's Midlands. Yeah, so can we send that home? No usable in-range comms now. I don't have any satellites yet. I haven't shoot out even one satellite. So yeah, we are dependent on getting this ship home again. But so far, I'm happy with the performance so far because we are still using the transfer stage here, and I would probably use that one to break some of our descent when we go landing here, and we'll still have, let's see, 7. Yeah. So yeah, we'll still have around 1500 delta V. That should help us land without any problems. We have a lot of parachutes. We have the 4 on our pod, and we have 4 extra here for our lander stage here. So yeah, that was everything, my dear friends, and as always, thank you for watching.